I just had a wonderful conversation with someone about pacing and what pacing is. I didn't know what pacing was for a long time, and how it's defined is your ability to hold a viewer's attention for a period of time. So, how you manage that time for your audience is what pacing is. If you have bad pacing, people get bored, tired, uninterested, and they move on quickly. If you have good pacing, people stay, people are engaged, and they're intrigued to see what happens as the video goes on. How do you manage it as a streamer and a YouTuber, which is the important thing for us to apply here, is about your narration throughout the stream. So, are you narrating your inner thoughts? Are you vocalizing your thought process and might use them things like micro commentary and turning confusion into humor, which are really important. I'm a person who constantly uses verbalized frustration. So I say, what is this? This is bad, this is terrible. Turning that into comedy is a great way to manage pacing because it's funny and it keeps people wanting to watch. Another thing is about chat interaction. Are you asking direct questions to your chat? Are you asking rhetorical questions if it's a video or a stream that has 0 viewers? So questions like, should I press this? What do you think about this? A or B? What are you doing with blah blah blah? Keeping the pacing going is that, asking the questions that people would want to answer, so they have a say in it as well. The next is about the silence. Is how much dead air is there in your stream? Is there a lot of dead air where it's silent? If there is, you need to work on that. Make sure that you replace unintentional silence with intentional silence. So using silence to emphasize curiosity, confusion, horror, suspense, those themes where silence can elevate the pace or have the appropriate pace for what you're trying to create. Intentional is better than unintentional. What we see with bad pace creators is there is a lot of unintentional dead air, and I've had that too. Well, let me just talk about me. I have times where if I'm confused during a puzzle game or during a horror game, if I'm scared, I would revert to silence at times when I'm not thinking about the pace of the stream. Having the thought process of a director like Christopher Nolan, completely different industry, but YouTube is a form of film. So looking at it in that way and taking the transferable skills and applying it is very useful. I use Copilot to ask it, okay, how would applying Christopher Nolan's things apply to this? And it gave me some really good insight about, intentional silence, being purposeful in your speech, using the narrating your thought process and asking sort of direct questions. Another thing is not when I saw filling the dead air, because it was mentioned when I spoke to my friend about dead air zone. Dead air zone is just having no sort of communication going on. It's not about filling the air with random words. Don't just become someone who yaps for no reason. Make it intentional. Make it purposeful. Make it meaningful. Don't just say the cat dragged the mouse and the mouse dragged the cat and back round the box and the box. Those kind of things, it goes one ear and out the other. If you either script what you're going to do or record something and then watch it and see is it actually purposeful here? So if you was to play a game, record it, watch it back, and look at the footage and assess it in terms of value. I filled in the dead air as much as I can with intention. Is what I'm saying ramble and pointless, or is it actually building onto the experience that you are trying to provide? I'm going to leave it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions.